hello everybody, and welcome to the 30th episode of the Hewkii and Flammeus show. We are your hosts, Flammeus and Hewkii. What is up, everybody?
What
Having a
is
good
up?
time?
30 episodes feels like a milestone.
Feels like a pretty big milestone, dude. We've been doing this it's been a long streak. It's coming on. I mean, it's been more than half a year now. It's been more than
Yeah.
6 months.
Yeah.
So yeah, we keeping up the consistency with this. Feels
Humble
good.
beginnings, trying to climb up to 100 subs, and we're
Yeah,
well on our way.
well on our way. Thanks for
Um,
tuning in, everybody. Super appreciate you.
yeah, it's gonna be a tired episode, I think, for both of us.
I just ran like 15 kilometers in the sun. I'm feeling pretty cooked from that. It
Yeah.
was it's like 30 degrees, 25, 30 degrees centigrade over here in Mannheim, Germany right now. It's good for the tan, but it's quite an intense run right now. Some faster, some interval
Yeah, running in the
training.
heat, it's kind of like running in the sauna. You get
Mm-hmm.
kind of the sauna experience
Yeah,
while running.
totally. It's good. It's like just makes it a lot harder for me at
Yeah.
least. Like especially I think because I'm an Icelander. And every time, like, like Mannheim is way in the south of Germany, almost
Right.
like almost at the border of France and Switzerland. Mm.
So it does get hot this
It
time of
gets
year for
it
sure.
gets like, and it's just May and it's already 30. Like it gets up to 40 easily in the
Yeah,
hottest
that's
months.
France, even like southern France territory, actually.
Hmm.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
running in southern France in 42 degrees
it's
Celsius.
it's intense, dude. It's
Just to
intense.
topless in the
Yeah.
village.
There's no other way to go about it. You're like, as an Icelander, at least, like sometimes you get looks from the locals who are like used to
I
the
did.
heat, you know? Yeah,
Well, I
yeah.
got like, applause from some of the local.
Exactly. Because as an Icelander, you're like, it's 40 degrees. What would be the point? What on earth would be the point of wearing a shirt right now? There's like
Right.
no reason to. Get me that sunlight on all
Yeah.
of my skin, please. Feels
Yeah.
so good. Healing sunlight. I mean, because, I mean, in Iceland, it's like you see the sun come up through the window and you just gotta throw off all your clothes immediately and jump outside. And even in the time it takes you to do that, it might start snowing or raining again. So
Oh, yeah.
you really like, or at least like that's my feeling. So I get this guilty conscience when I don't take advantage of good weather
Yeah.
because of that, you know? Because
It's built into us as Icelanders. It's rare.
and
Uh,
so when we have this kind of weather, which is just like such a normal thing over here now, even if we have it all the time, I just feel guilty all the time if I'm not taking advantage of it
the
all the
sun is
time.
just guilt tripping you.
Yeah, it's just like, come on
Like,
out
hey,
to
buddy.
play, come on. But I realistically I need to take some breaks and be inside because
Yeah.
it's intense. It's a lot of heat.
Do you
So
know
I've
David
been staying
Goggins?
hydrated. David Goggins, no.
Oh, I mean, he's this, how do I describe him? He's this like intense, motivational dude. I don't know too much about him. I listened to some of his stuff way back, but he's a guy who pushes himself a lot and he inspires others to do the same. Um,
Physically,
yeah, and mentally.
mm, I guess they
And
go hand in
he,
hand.
yeah, and he was doing this thing at some point of just like running, like going out running in like a thick ass like coat, winter
Oh yeah.
coat,
Hmm.
just to like make it harder.
It's yeah, that's a wild game to play, honestly. I kind of see the point of it. I mean, and people do hot training as well in
Yeah.
in rooms of 30, 40 degrees, and there's classes for that in Iceland and it's so like just adds so much more physical intensity to it. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
But the
I like hitting the gym and then going to the sauna. That's my usual routine.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, like you
Okay.
can save the heat for after.
Yeah,
But what I was gonna say,
personally.
what's so funny is that because the weather in Iceland is so unpredictable, when I have to bike somewhere, I have to
Mm.
go in my thick winter coat because even if it's sunny and hot,
Oh yeah.
an hour later it may be cold as fuck.
You don't know. You don't know.
Yeah.
Just gotta be
So you gotta
prepared.
go
You
prepared. Yeah.
pack everything every 5 minutes. Might be something
Yeah.
new. You don't know.
Yeah. I often use the analogy that living in Iceland is kind of like living with like an alcoholic abusive partner. Like one day it's all sunshine.
What's it
It's like,
gonna
oh,
be?
maybe he's changed. Maybe he's
I
finally,
can save him.
yeah. And then, bam! Oh, he's drinking again. You know?
Like that, like that one Hewlett Daxon cartoon. Have you seen that where it's like a picture of a dude totally fucked up, like with multiple stab wounds, like knives sticking out of him, like a few syringes sticking out of him as well, and he's like got a few bottles broken around him, and laying in his own puke on the floor, and there's there's a girl standing over him, like, I can save him.
I think I've seen that. Shout out to Hugleikur Dagsson, what a legend.
Yeah, great
Yeah.
comedian. That's an Icelandic comedian, very
Car
well known in Iceland.
cartoonist comedian.
Mhm.
I first heard his name, I remember in art class in elementary school, maybe fourth or fifth grade. I used to do a lot of these cartoons. And the teacher was like, "Yeah, your stuff reminds me a little bit of Hugleikur Dagsson."
Oh no, he
Like, "Oh."
when you were in fifth grade,
Yeah,
he does some dark shit.
he does some dark shit.
You were
In
what,
hindsight,
13,
that's a very
12?
that's a brutal suggestion for a
I was like, I was looking at that when I was 12, and I was like, I'm sure my parents are not okay with this. No way
Yeah.
I'm allowed to
To
do
be
this right
fair, I was raised by South Park.
now. Yeah, you were more of an edgy kid than I was. I was a good boy. I was a very
Yeah, I
good
mean, I
boy.
was mostly a good boy, but I just did some more unsavory things as well
I,
as a kid.
it's funny because I mean we're both pretty agreeable dudes,
Oh,
but for some reason when it comes to authority, you have this more disagreeable side to you. Is what the
yeah,
impression I get,
yeah,
and
for sure.
uh,
Yeah,
which I
but I
think is
was
a
never
very
like
healthy
the.
quality.
I wasn't the most extreme end of the spectrum. There were like some other kids. I remember like, did any of the kids in the North create make viti?
Vite, what?
You know this term?
I mean, it's penalty in football, but
No, no. That's
you
if you
mean
don't know the term, you probably. So some kids they used to take some of the explosives or the
you're gonna get some serious
fireworks,
ghetto stories right here.
the fireworks from New Year's,
Okay,
and they would
that's a
rework them
bad
like,
start right there.
right? And they would like take the explosive powder from that, rework it somehow, and create
Oh
this
no.
these hyper compact explosives.
Oh Jesus.
That's like some Hamas shit
Okay.
that right there.
Okay, so and where would they blow these explosives up exactly? What was the plan was?
Just randomly. It's mostly for, it's not actually like proper bomb, but like
Okay.
if it were to go off in your hand, you may lose your hand.
Yeah, it definitely sounds sketchy, dude.
And it's
That's why I'm
super
asking.
loud. Some kids they blew up the lock of the school.
Oh my God.
I remember
Right.
one kid he had a second thread, or like we call it segundo thread. It's the thread you use to put into the explosive to light, but this one is
So
pink.
the time interval, but not
Yeah.
number two, second thread.
Yeah, right, yeah.
That's what you mean.
So it like evaporates super quick.
Hmm.
And he didn't know what that shit was. And he just he was just making this explosive and he just like holy shit, just by reflex threw it away and he could have lost his hand.
Jesus Christ,
Um
man.
but the most sketchy thing that we did with it, I was mostly like kind of on the sidelines. I was not the one making those. And I was like a little bit sketched out by this whole thing. Yeah, this is not wise to play with. Um, but I remember at one point we made a couple of those and put them inside. We call them tarta in Icelandic. It's this kind of multiple. How would you describe that? It's a
It's
firework
like
that has like multiple
it's like
holes.
a rectangle. So it's like a box, and it's like a rectangle like this, and it's made of cylinders,
Yeah.
lined up to form a box like this.
Yeah.
And in each cylinder there is a firework, and you light one fuse, and it goes through all of the cylinders at the bottom, so it lights up all of the fireworks and sends them flying in like the sequence of the cylinders from right to left and left to right, back and forth.
Yep.
So that's a pretty extravagant one.
Yeah. So we had an empty one of those, and we put
Like one that had already been
been
used.
been blown up, and then we put like a bunch of different vitis in each one of the holes with one thread.
Oh my God.
And
Jesus Christ, man.
and what happened is that we thought it was just I don't know what we thought was gonna happen, but it just like shot up and started to shoot all over the place in this car parking lot, and it could have like easily hit a car and stuff, but it just like went all over the place, started to
As
shoot
it
in all directions.
like exploded one after the other, basically.
Yeah, just shooting all over the
Oh
place, just
Jesus.
completely chaotically. I was like,
Like a scene out of
this is
Harry
not
Potter.
wise. That's when like, my inner good kid was like, this is not for me.
Dobby pulls out the house elf magic. That was that right there. Serious sketch.
Yeah. So yeah, there were degrees up to the
So how old were you when you were doing that stuff?
uh 12, 13.
Jesus, man.
Wow.
Fucking gangsta. Already.
Wow. It was fun, And then we had the how do you call Tuchtebisser in English?
Oh no,
Did you have
no.
those?
I mean, they were terrible. They used to scare the shit out of me, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Terrible, terrible. It's like, yeah, I guess we can just describe them. I don't remember if there even is. It's like a type of slingshot,
Yeah.
basically, but it's not quite a slingshot. You have like an empty cylinder, that has, well, it has, I don't remember, some kind of, it was like a balloon that was
No, I think
attached to the
it
end of
has
it.
a thumb usually of like a washing
Right.
up glove,
Yes,
like
yes,
a
yes,
rubber glove
yes.
thumb.
Yeah, rubber glove thumb on this cylinder, and you could put beans and like hard little things in there, and you could pull that
That's the
rubber
worst.
thumb back and shoot stuff really. I was yeah, so like
Yeah.
I remember somebody lost an eye to that once.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
it's real shit. There
I
was like a whole fad that went over. This was a similar time. There was a fad that went over in the school at that time where everybody had those, and they were
hmm
putting those like we call them bird berries, Fuklaberry. It probably has a
yeah, these
more.
hard little berries. Yeah,
Yeah, and especially at this
bada
time,
boom.
they're kind of the ones that have not been eaten are hardening up and becoming basically like little stones.
Hmm.
So people were
Terrible, terrible time to be alive.
like.
Just absolute nightmare.
And you could just get shot at any time and it would leave a whole, like, pretty big bruise on your body.
Terrible.
And some of the
I
same
was
kids, we actually went down. We were living like right over an industrial area, and we went down there and we got some workers there to weld together different metal cylinders to create like actual proper looking
the
guns.
ultimate. Oh
Yeah,
no. Are you
like with,
serious? We got Tooth the Piss at
handles.
2000.
So that was like the big dick move, like pulling
No.
up to school.
That's what you did? Man, I saw those Tooth the Biscuit and I was like, no chance in hell I'm participating in this. This is anarchy. Like this is savagery. I
It
will,
was,
I will
but it was
stay
fun.
out of this. There is no way this is gonna end up well for anybody.
No, no, it's true, and it's crazy that somebody lost an eye to that, but it makes total sense. It's like the power you can generate because the thumb of the glove
It's
is
very
like
strong.
pretty robust.
I imagine you could use a condom as well.
I think some people did.
Yeah,
I think some
probably.
people did, but the glove was the most effective one. You needed to have the right glove because you had different thicknesses of gloves. The
Yeah.
yellow glove was the most ideal one, and then you had lighter gloves. They weren't as good. They didn't generate as much power.
The yellow glove was the ideal. Dude, you're going in, you're on the tier list right now. You're Tooth the Biscuit tier list.
Yeah.
You're
I
getting
need to
into
know if
the
this is a thing. It
nitty
has
gritty.
to be a thing in other places. I
Definitely.
don't
There
know
must be
the.
I'm sure somebody's going to comment the word for this.
Yeah.
There's got to be a word for this in English.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember all those fads kind of went over and everybody was doing it and nowhere was safe. So, yeah, good
Hmm.
times.
Oh, wait. I got to take this real quick. Wait, what were we talking about? I totally forgot.
We were talking
'Cause I
about
was,
the rubber glove slingshots and the
oh
anarchy.
yeah, Jesus
Ki
Christ, man.
kids
You were
going wild.
so gangsta, dude. I mean, how
Nah.
did oh
I was
Jesus.
not at the extreme end of the spectrum, but I flirted with it. I thought it was
You were
interesting, but I
hanging out with
backed off when, you know,
you were proper punk, dude. You were like
nah,
I mean, you
just a
were
little
almost
bit.
Olikode level of punk. Shout
I
out to
only broke
Olikode,
into the
our
school
friend.
once.
Oh my God. That's okay. I mean, no, you've graduated to total gangster right
This,
now
what we
in my
did, I
mind.
remember what we did. We broke into the school, and we were going into the bathroom and taking toilet paper and putting them under the sink, making them wet, and like rolling them up in these little toilet paper balls.
Bastards.
And then we went into the hall and we just threw millions of these
Oh,
just
you bastards. Oh,
on
the
the
worst.
walls.
They're so hard to clean, dude.
I know I would have hated myself if I was a worker in the school. I would have been like shown up to work like, fuck those kids.
Oh my God. So yeah, it's like
Oh
it's like
no.
that guy who had to clean up my vomit that one time at the hostel in Vietnam. He
Oh,
was pretty
I haven't
pissed
heard about that one.
as well. That's a whole nother story, my friend. That's a and quite a story it is. But I
Doing
might
the
say,
balloons in Vietnam.
oh no, I was just drunk and I tried smoking weed for the first time.
Oh.
And I went. I was like,
Wait, did you smoke weed for the first time drunk?
yes, yeah. It was really
Man,
stupid. I mean, I don't really
that's
count
risky.
that time because I didn't get any kind of proper weed experience that time. You know, I just
Right.
totally overdosed,
Yep.
or as
It's
much
a
as you can
risky
on
ass
weed.
combo. It's risky
Yeah,
as fuck.
yeah. If you do it in that order, if you drink and then you
Yes.
smoke, if you smoke and then
Yes.
you drink, it can go down a little smoother. But I was like,
Because you're usually more aware if you smoke, so you know how much alcohol you can take, usually. But if
yeah,
you're drunk, you just like, I can just take a big old
yeah,
hit of this
yeah,
and
yeah.
then
And let me tell you, I was well drunk that time, man. I was like, and I had never done this before, and I thought the effect would set in immediately. So that was my mistake. We'd been out partying. We were staying at this, 10-story or 15-story or whatever party hostel, just every floor full of these hostel rooms, with bunkers, 8 bunker, 10 bunker, 6 bunker, 4 bunker rooms, etc. Just a house full of this stuff, and everybody just people coming to Vietnam to party. And we'd been out partying, me and my friend Chrissy, and we'd had a couple drinks. And by the time we got back to the hostel, we went back to the roof of the hostel where there was always a little party hang, after going out. Um, Somebody, like, I was well drunk when we got back, and somebody was rolling a joint in that gathering. There was always a joint being passed around, and it was a pure joint, a very, very strong pure joint. And I remember I was like, hey, heck yeah, this is the time. This is now it all the
this
stars
is the
aligned.
most dangerous thing about
Now,
alcohol. It's like your judgment is so fucked up that you think you can do shit that you can't do.
yeah. And I mean, I could have done it, I could have done it if I'd been careful. My friend Chris did it as well. And
Yeah.
I mean, it just hit him very well because he wasn't stupid about it like I was. I took the joint and I was like, I took a hit and I was like, hey, okay, if I'm going in, I want to really go in. I want to really feel the effects of this. I want to get to know this plant medicine right here. So I took a second hit, and we're talking like a deep, big hold in for 10-second kind of hit every time.
Hmm.
And then I'm like, okay, nothing's happening. I've taken 2 hits, so I take a third one. And then
Classic mistake. It's not hitting yet, bro. Take
yeah, yeah.
more.
So and then that way. I go up to 9 hits before I pass the joint. People are really starting to look at me at this point. I'm just like I'm a noob in the game of smoking weed. Everybody's like, dude, he's totally hogging the joint. What is he doing? It's crazy. And so so finally I pass off the joint. And a minute later, I don't remember, like I have no sense of time for anything that happens after this point, but the world just starts spinning around me, and like literally visually spinning around me,
Yep,
you
the
know, like
spinning that
it's
happens. Alcohol and weed. Yep.
absolutely wild experience. And I look over to Chris and I'm like, dude, I think I just gotta go to bed, dude. I think I'm done for the
That's when
night.
he knew
Like
he done fucked
he
up.
fucked up. Yeah. I was like, and I started getting these, really anxious thoughts. Like, am I gonna die? Am I like permanently mentally scarred now? Have I done some permanent damage to my psyche here? Am I screwed? What is happening to me? And so the thing is, so we were on the roof at this point, and we were staying in a room on I don't even remember, somewhere in the middle, like the seventh floor or something. Say, and we had to go down. So we had to go down quite a few floors to get to the room we were sleeping in. And the most of the building has an elevator that you can travel up and down between the floors with. But the top two floors up to the like including the roof only have stairs. So you have to walk down 4 flights of stairs before you get to the elevator. And on the second flight of stairs, I'm just like I can't even stand anymore. Like I can't. What am I like? Not, not to mention
Alcohol and
walk.
weed for the first time
Like,
plus stairs. This is like
yeah, yeah.
you're
So,
putting all the wrong ingredients into the soup.
so I end up just going down on all fours. Like that's all I can do at that moment. Like there's nothing else for me to do. I just gotta make it down these 3.5 flights of stairs that I have left, or 2.5 flights of stairs. And I'm like, and so I eventually make it all the way down. Just like I've never been. The world was spinning all around me this
Yep.
whole time, and I've never like, aside from perhaps the bad trip on the LSA, I think this is the one of the worst physical conditions
Uh,
I've ever been in my life. Like I was
I've had a
totally,
couple of exactly those.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
just totally wasted, like
Well,
absolutely useless.
I remember I think the first or second time this happened to me smoking while I was drunk. I was in Gaukurinn, which is a bar and a concert venue downtown Iceland, and I think I was playing a show earlier in the night, and I remember I ended up in this place where everything was spinning. I was in the bathroom. I was puking into the toilet, and the only thing I could do was hold on to the toilet bowl because it was the only thing keeping reality from spinning. So this
Oh
public
boy,
toilet bowl.
yeah, it just puts you into a very sorry state, doesn't it? It just,
Yeah.
oh, how you have fallen. Just holding on for dear life.
My mentality was like if somebody would have come and tried to help you, I was like, ah, no, I'm just embracing this is just, just having this experience, man.
Jeez. I mean, yeah. Anyway, so
But the physical sensation of spinning is like literally feels like the whole universe is spinning,
yeah,
and in a
yeah,
very nauseating way.
yeah.
It's very overwhelming.
So yeah, we get into the elevator and I'm just sitting, like I crawl into the elevator after the couple flights of stairs there, and I'm sitting in the corner of the elevator just like with my leaning my back against the wall of the elevator. And Chris is just having a good time. He's just having a gay old time. Like he's light high. He's looking at me. He thinks this is the funniest shit ever. He's just laughing his ass off. And I can't like I'm so nauseated that I can't formulate words. Like I know I need to express my boundaries here and get him to stop laughing at me and making noises because I just need quiet right now. But I can't formulate sentences. So all I can muster is just Chrissy, quiet. As I'm like kind of mumbling in the corner there, like world spinning around me. And then we get down to our floor. I crawl back out of the elevator and I can't even like I go to the bathroom for a second because I'm like, okay, dude, I just gotta throw this up. I just gotta throw this up, get this out of the way. And Chris is just laughing at it, laughing his ass off the entire time as I'm over the toilet. And I don't manage to throw up. I never do, actually. I hate throwing up and I have a big mental resistance to it. It grosses me out very much. So I just toughed it out instead. And yeah, went back out didn't make it back to my room still. Sat down at the wall, uh, in the hall, and leaned my head backwards, closed my eyes. I remember when I closed my eyes, it felt like I was falling backwards. Like there was this real kinetic energy of like falling
Oh,
backwards.
also
And
resonate with that. That one can be
right,
fun in the right context.
yeah,
Haven't had that in
can be
years. That
great.
happens. What happened when I was smoking weed earlier. But it used to be my favorite thing. It was like taking like a roller coaster ride.
Yeah, I associate that one with alcohol as well.
Interesting.
I've gotten that with
Oh yes,
just
yeah,
alcohol
yeah.
as
I've had
well.
that too. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Where you're like, it's a very pleasurable experience. You can just close your eyes, and like you said, you're on a kinesthetic roller coaster, just like.
Hmm.
But in that context, because I was so nauseated, and I kept falling faster and faster without any limit, seemingly, if I kept my eyes closed, and so I always had to eventually open them and just be like, okay, all right, and I
But was
close
that
them back.
unpleasant at that time, or was it pleasant at that point?
It was a bit of both, I think. It was a bit much, in my weakened state. I couldn't quite handle the energy of it, but when I could, it was fun. Um, and yeah, so then I went back to my room after Chrissy went and bought some. Like, we were really worried about my well-being at that point. We were like, we did not know what was going on. We were 20. We'd never done this before. And so Chrissy calls up somebody he knows has experience with weed at the time. Somebody we both trust, and he's like, "Hey, dude, like to me, he's totally white right now. He's just pale. He's like A4 printer paper right now. And he's sweating, and he's smoked too much weed. Is this dangerous?" And guy was just like, "Nah, man, this is just got he's gonna be fine. Just go buy him some chocolate or something." So Krista goes and buys me some chocolate, and I sit at the wall for what feels like a freaking eternity, waiting for him to come back. Just like closing my eyes, opening them, closing my eyes, falling backwards, opening them, and I felt like I waited so long. Then he comes back with the chocolate, and I'm like, "Dude, I have no interest in eating anything right now. I'm so nauseated." So yeah.
No, a song came to mind. Please don't be long. The Beatles,
Please
George
don't
Harrison.
you be very long. I love that one. It's an
And my
underrated one.
friends have lost their way. It'll be
So,
over soon, they say.
yes, indeed. It was over soon as I went back to bed. I was supposed to stay in the top bunker. That was my bed until that time, and Chris was in the bottom one. But I didn't even argue with him. I laid down on the bottom one because I was like,
You
I'm not
became bottom bitch.
not not getting up these stairs right now. No chance. And
Uh,
so laid down in my bed, I don't even remember if I lost consciousness for a few minutes or whatever, and then like fell asleep, aka, and um but eventually I leaned over the side of the bed and just absolutely projectile vomited on the floor. I
you
just
could have gotten
felt
it out earlier, but
it
you know.
was like exactly. It was like a
Yeah.
16 people room or something. It was just like, and it was so loud. Chrissy, when he tells this story, is like astounded by the grossness of the vomit landing on the floor sound. Just like it sounded so visceral.
I would have sampled that and created a dubstep bass out of it.
And so Chrissy goes down, and he like the guy at the counter at the lobby downstairs is sleeping, and he goes and wakes him up on a shift and gets him upstairs. And when he sees what he needs to clean up, he's like, "Oh my fucking God, guys!" But I didn't experience any of that, of course, because I was unconscious in bed by that point.
Ah.
So Chrissy just had to take all that. And then and the next day I wake up with the worst hangover of my life, man. With just the psychologically, like not least of all psychologically, physically for sure, but psychologically I was just like, what the hell am I doing here? Why did I ever leave the comfort of my home in Iceland? Like, well, I should never have come here. This was a huge mistake. I want mom. Like, this is terrible. And I was just freaking out. and I realized in that state that my phone was gone. Somebody had stolen my phone the night before, and I realized in that moment, in that state, and it just blew through me like a rock through baking paper, just like crushed me. I was like, I cried so hard.
Oh man.
And so we went down to this is the best part. Wait for this. This is the
Okay.
punchline I've been leading up to this whole time. I'm really hyping this up right now. Because we get down to the lobby, and there's a screen in the lobby that everyone can see, and there's quite a bit of people in the lobby. And we go down there, and we're like, we gotta see the security camera footage, dude. We want to know who stole my phone. And so the footage is displayed on the big screen for all to see. And it gets to the part where I'm like crawling down the stairs into the elevator. And Carissa just goes, "Okay, all right, no, we don't need to see this. This is just shut this down. We don't because it's like it's on display for everybody else there as well, where it's a total public humiliation. It's a like everybody saw me just
Watch party.
people were shocked. I was like, "Oh God, turn that shit off, please. I can sacrifice. I can buy a new phone. It's fine." Um, and Carissa sometimes so. Anyway, the last thing to say about this the whole affair is that Carisse, we used to be like, or I mean, he's definitely one of my all-time best friends from the Iceland era. And we used to hang out when he still lived in the north in Akureyri. He was in Brekkuskóli in the same elementary school I went to. When we were like, I don't know, 10, 11, 12, 13, something like that. And then once we got into the later teenage years, he moved to Reykjavik because his parents split up. They were divorced, and he went to live with his dad in Reykjavik, away from his mom in Akureyri. And he kind of made his own little group of friends. You know, he went to a different college than I did. He went to MHOW, Menntaskólann við Hamrahlíð, and I went to Emma in the north. So we both had our own groups of friends, but we still always kept contact. And whenever I would go south to parties, you know, with Chrissy, and he would introduce me to his friends over there, or I'd walk up to his friends at parties in Reykjavik. I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm Tumi." They'd be like, "Oh my God, you're the Tumi from that Vietnam
The story.
story." You were on display in the hotel lobby, crawling for your life. Oh,
But did you find out what happened to the phone? Just gone
no,
forever.
never,
Shit.
never did.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, I just bought it too. It was a real blow.
Damn.
Tough.
Yeah, I've never bought a phone in my life because
What?
eventually people stop using them and then they try to get rid of them, but people just want the new phones, so they're hard to sell, and I just pick them up for free.
You've never bought a phone in your life?
No, no, but I
Wow.
always have a phone that's like a couple years after the latest one, but who cares?
How do you get it for free though? I mean, I don't always have the newest iPhones, but yeah, I still buy them.
I mean, once I did pay a little bit. Technically, I have bought once, but mostly no. Just
Hmm.
people trying to get rid of old phones, picking
Oh,
them.
you can, okay. Gotta be on the what? I've got to be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, this I wanted to connect this to another story that was actually dangerous.
Okay.
It's because I think like this is what makes alcohol one of the most dangerous drugs out there is
Yeah.
the lapse in judgment that it can cause and the stupid decisions you can make.
Yeah.
So I was at a party when I used to live in the hippie commune situation up in
Right.
Seltjarnarnes. Um, and there had been a huge party, and there were some Eastern Europeans, I don't know from where, um, but those guys really knew their alcohol, and they were home brewing some moonshine.
Okay.
I
What is
almost never drink.
what is moonshine?
I think it's basically the same as Lante in Icelandic, pretty
Oh, okay.
much.
Got it.
Uh,
Homebrew.
really strong. I think it's like 80%
Mhm.
alcohol. And it had been in the fridge for like 2 weeks. I was like, hmm. may as well just try this. Nobody's gonna have this. And I almost never drink, and I just got
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
fucking blasted.
Jesus, yeah.
But other people there were doing ketamine uh, at that time.
Wait,
And go ahead.
we're on the ketamine now?
No,
Oh, we're on.
no, I was drinking this moonshine and having a great time. But there
Mhm.
were some people at the party that were doing
Ketamine. Okay,
ketamine,
got
and
it.
I know that that combination can be dangerous, alcohol and ketamine. And there's a
Okay.
chart you can see different substances like interact with each other in a toxic way, and some are non-toxic.
Mhm.
So I know that ketamine and alcohol can be dangerous. So I knew earlier on to say no when people were offering me ketamine. But
Mm.
as I got progressively more and more drunk, at one point I just did not have the wits to
Oh
refuse when somebody
no.
just put a line of ketamine right up to my face.
No, dude, you took it?
So I took it.
Oh, fuck, man. Seriously?
Yeah. And
That's
the last thing I
bad.
remember after that was looking at the floor, and the floor just moved kilometers away.
Oh no, dude. Oh God.
Yeah.
How
Uh,
how bad of a state did that put you into?
None.
Oh, was this a good experience?
No, it was just like deep sleep.
Oh, but
But somebody told me that, they were holding me in their arms and that I stopped breathing. And they were kind of scared that something
Jesus.
bad was happening.
Oy.
So yeah, so that could have potentially been dangerous. So that's the thing that's about alcohol. I would have never mixed those two things, but when I got like really drunk, like then I did not have the consciousness to make a wise decision. So
Yeah, yeah.
so yeah.
Watch out for that. Yeah, another
Yeah.
thing to keep in mind is most sexual harassment happens under the influence of alcohol as well.
Mhm.
Nobody really seems to talk about that. How
Right.
like just nobody really seems to talk about this, and like just how dangerous alcohol really is. It's so socially
Yeah.
accepted, but it's like it has so many terrible, like just absolutely destructive secondary
Yes.
consequences
And we've become
and
just so
primary
desensitized to it.
consequences. Yeah. So it's directly harmful to you physically in
Yeah.
any quantity,
Mm-hmm.
and you can drink enough in one go to kill yourself, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's the easiest thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
5 minutes, chug a little bit, you're
Yeah.
dead. Um, and it just makes you slower and dumber and more aggressive as
Yep.
well. On top of all that, it's such freaking whack
Yeah, if,
from
if you
that
had to
perspective.
pick any substance to be kind of the main accepted one by a society, like
I would not pick that one.
no.
That's for damn sure. God damn.
Yeah, but I still don't think it's an accident that it is the most accepted one because I think it's non-threatening to power structures in that
Mm.
way, you
Yeah,
know.
because it's dumbing
Yeah.
and numbing,
Yeah.
weakening.
Yeah. And you see like the crackdown that happened with psychedelics with the Nixon administration in the US, it happened as like a response to the counterculture movements and all the political power
Yeah,
that was coming from that. Like it was a genuine threat to the status quo, to power. So
yeah,
that's when they really cracked down on psychedelics because they are just when enough people are doing them and mixed with some kind of a cultural movement, then it actually becomes threatening to power
yeah.
structures. So it's not an accident that alcohol is the one. Uh,
Totally.
yeah, but I don't mean to give the impression that it's like all bad. I think it can like be a social lubricant in certain situations and help people that
Yeah.
have a hard time to
Like it has its
socialize.
functions, I would say, at this level of consciousness that we're at right now, but it's going to be
Mhm.
shed at some
Yeah,
point.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
on
I
the
agree.
right?
Yeah.
Like it's good for if you have insecurities and you're awkward and you which we all go through at certain points. I definitely go through that from time to time as well. Have had experiences where alcohol has loosened up my tongue a little bit, just made
Yeah.
socializing a little easier when I wasn't feeling capable of doing it on my own. So it's a useful drug for that for sure. It
Mm.
just doesn't ever come without side effects
Yeah.
or risks.
It's very
Uh,
toxic and yeah, all the behavioral consequences as well. It's crazy. I don't know if you've seen the study, the Lancet study. I mean, I think it's pretty old by now, but it kind of compared physical dangers and societal harms, together into a graph.
mhm.
And it ranked the most dangerous drugs, and alcohol was the number one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's one of the most carcinogenic drugs as well.
Yep.
It's just, yeah, it's just total whack, dude. But it just has that one useful component. Um, and we're kind of ready to, yeah, we're ready to take the downside with the upside for now, but
But
it's
it's
not
because we're
gonna, it's
used
gonna.
used to it.
Hmm.
Uh, but yeah, and I'm just looking at the study right now. It's using taking all the factors of communal damage, economic cost, international damage, family adversities, environmental damage, crime,
Yeah,
injury,
yeah.
loss of relationships. Um,
So much, so much
yeah,
whack.
yeah.
This episode is going to be called "Alcohol is Whack."
Right.
Nothing else. That's the only topic.
I disconnected my headphones. It keeps happening.
It's okay. We gotta call it very soon. I'm about to
Yeah.
get
How
cooking
much
up some
time?
delicious dinner over here. It's getting quite late.
How much time do you have?
Maybe, I mean, we can go until one of the people I invited to cook dinner with me rings the doorbell, and
Okay,
we will
cool.
call it.
Well, we can close the alcohol discussion for now. There was one thing I did want to touch on that's kind of been brewing on my mind
Okay,
a little bit. And
bring it on.
so have you played? I assume you've played the Whispering game as a kid.
Whispering Game of the Kid.
No, it was as a kid, playing
As
the
a kid,
Whispering.
okay.
Yeah, Ooh, the Whispering game of a kid.
Have you played the Whispering Game of the Kid? Hi, 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 the Whispering Game of the Kid. What is the name of the game, sire? The Whispering Game of the Kid. Fight, 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 fight. It's a musical.
Yes.
Yes, you mean the one where you try to let the word remain unchanged as it passes a
hmm
circle? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if this is something that I think pretty much all kids do this in Iceland. I remember doing it in kindergarten and
Yeah, I
early
think this
elementary
is
school.
a fairly international thing.
Right?
I
And
think.
it so if anyone hasn't played it, it's you start with a word and then you whisper it and it's everybody sits in a circle and then the next person whispers it and it goes the whole circle. And then when it makes it back into your ear, usually it's become something totally different.
It's wild. It always gets messed up.
Yeah. And it just dawned on me recently that most of the information we receive in everyday life is like this.
Mm. Oh
It's
yeah,
always going through a person, going through a person, going through a person. And like the
true
deep
that.
wisdom of this game, just like it dawned on me properly
Mm.
recently. Um,
I stayed up all night wondering where the sun went. Then it dawned on me.
yep.
Anyway,
Yeah, that's what happened.
yeah.
And no, I was relating it kind of in my mind specifically to the podcast because, I was noticing some factual errors I was making.
On the
I
podcast.
was, yeah, I was talking like, I remember the first one when we were talking with Stefan Eli about the throat singing. And I was like, yeah, you have the false vocal cords, they're deeper in the throat. And then I was like, wait, no, I think they're like higher in the throat. That was my first factual error.
Oh.
And then
Mm.
I remember, I've been talking about how Iceland has the highest weed smoker percentage per capita.
Is that wrong?
And I was like, I've heard this a million times, but I wonder if it's true. So I looked it up and it's not. It ranks 29th. And apparently it says, it's due to a miscalculation. It says the miscalculation occurred when the researchers misunderstood a local demographic statistic. The 2012 survey by the Icelandic Directorate of Health found that roughly 36% of Icelanders had tried cannabis at least once in their lives. When asked if they had used it in the previous 12 months, about 18% of that specific subset said yes. Researchers mistakenly applied that 18% to the entire population of Iceland.
Oh, okay.
Um, so that's what Google says,
Rookie
but it just
mistake.
got me thinking like, like a certain percentage of what you say in everyday life talking to people, there's like a percentage of everything you say that is just total bullcrap. And doing a
Yeah.
podcast, all of that stuff is gonna stay up there. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. You say a bunch of nonsense, it's gonna be really easy to take you out of context.
Yeah,
All you say can and will be used against you in a court of social
right.
justice.
Yeah, right. Um, but I think, I've just been grappling a little bit with this because I'm like, I care about not putting wrong information out there.
Mhm.
But there is always going to be a certain percentage of stuff that's just factually untrue.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta keep the flow going, have some fun, discuss stuff, with you can't
Uh,
just be sitting here like, yeah, it might be like this, I think, but I might be wrong about that. You can't always add that caveat, dude. It's gonna ruin the flow of the conversation.
Right. But
So,
then the thing is like, how much do you want to care about saying true things and false things? Because a false
mhm.
rumor, somebody might hear it on the podcast and start to spread it, and then you've got this is how the spread of misinformation is
Yeah,
happening, maybe.
totally. And it's unfortunate, but it's a part of me. It's just like, yeah, what can you really do about it? Or just because we
You can
can
try your best and rectify yourself. On the
totally.
record now, Iceland is not the highest percentage of weed smokers in the world.
Totally. I know. I agree. You should take responsibility for, any mistakes that you make and correct them like you just did now if you recognize any errors. I agree. I'm not
Mhm.
saying we should be all willy-nilly about this.
Right.
Um, I'm just saying we don't need to, like, it's kind of inevitable. It's gonna happen eventually when you got humans talking and being humans. Like
Right.
like because we've all experienced, having believed something really strongly, and then you find out it's actually the exact opposite way than you thought it was. And you've gone around for years being like, yeah, this thing is this way, and
Right.
definitely it's always been this way. You just spread that misinformation, and then one day you're like, oh fuck,
Hmm.
god damn, I was wrong, son.
Hmm.
So, like you can really believe wrong information very strongly and strongly enough to spread it. And I think we just gotta calculate in that human error at
Well,
least a
yeah,
little
it's
bit, you know.
it's a
Um,
part of the program, and I think
and
the main
if you
issue,
don't talk about it, then you don't get corrected for it as well.
exactly, yeah. Well, what I was going to say is, I think the main issue is that you have people that are using casual podcasts as a source of reliable information, which I see a lot of people doing, just repeating rumors and stuff they hear on podcasts. Um, you know, just do your own research and don't believe anything we say,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
what I'd say.
But
Um,
also know that we are doing our best.
yeah, but the trippy thing is like literally all the information you receive pretty much in your entire life has gone through multiple sources, and you don't know to what degree each level of,
Yeah.
you know, interpretation has skewed the original information. So I think,
Yeah. Yeah, because
um,
everybody receives this information through their own filter.
yeah,
And so you can imagine like a full pie that's taken through uh a yeah, I'm trying to get the analogy here. Like a full pizza, and then somebody sees it, but they only see this part of it. So a bit of it gets cut off because they don't
yeah,
remember that part. And then they can only pass on that what's left of it. And
yeah,
then it gets passed through the next filter, and a little more of the pizza gets sliced off. And so, like, even if the second person to hear could have remembered the part that got cut off when the first person heard it,
Right.
that information isn't accessible to them anymore. So it gets like shriveled down like that
Hmm.
from person to person.
And
Um,
to relate this back to the alcohol discussion, you've probably heard the story that like drinking a little bit of wine every now and then is like good for your heart or something.
oh
You
yeah,
know? Yeah, it's a and it's based on like a scientific study that and there was like
like
so
coffee
many.
totally doesn't make your teeth grow brown. It's
Right.
like,
But it was based on a study that like with a lot of qualifying factors, there was like this one I'm butchering this, but like one metric of health was like increased if you had like a very specific amount, uh,
right,
you know, very infrequently or something. And people took that and then, created this rumor that drinking wine is
right.
is good for you if you have just a little bit.
I mean, well, if that is true, according to the research, then
Yeah, but the
uh,
thing is like it was like a very small
it
um
was it was like a total
it was
microdose,
like
like a
one metric like of health and like and with bunch of different qualifying factors like it's the whole if you look at the whole context of the study it's been a while but it's if you look at the whole context it's not healthy at all it's
I see.
just like it's just a little uptick in something that I don't
Still
remember.
whack. Still say it
Yeah,
with
it's
me.
still like
Alcohol bad.
alcoholic. Drugs are bad, okay? You wouldn't understand that one. You hadn't seen South Park. I gotta catch you on that one, man. Gotta.
Oh, yeesh, I don't know, dude. I don't know about that. I
It's
don't think I'll ever
great.
get on that train.
Nah, it's fantastic.
There's something about the vibe of that show that just makes me feel like, ugh, ugh, I don't know.
I've heard people also say it's a tone thing. They don't
Yeah,
like.
totally, totally. It's just, it's cold and like callous and ugh, I don't like it.
No, it's actually it's great. It's friendly. It's fun.
I mean, I'm happy for you to be able to experience it in that way. I suppose it is a matter of the perspective you come. Like this is what we're talking about, right? With the filters that we experience stuff through. I'm
Right.
experiencing this like I'm just a totally different. This is like a 3D object being viewed in 2D from one perspective and from a totally different
Right.
perspective. You know, like just an absolutely wildly different projection
Right.
on the two-dimensional end of things.
Right. So
You
no, I
look
was
like
just
you're
looking up
looking.
the wine health myth.
However, how the wine heads keep whining
Yes.
about a wine. Ekki láta vín breyta þér í svín, as they say.
Yes. Don't make wine turn you into a swine.
Yeah, yeah. It rhymes in English too. Hey, there you go.
So I should put the information out there just because we raised it. And breaking down the myth, it says the antioxidant fallacy. Red wine contains resver let me try this. Resveratrol, an antioxidant found in grapes. However, to get a therapeutic dose, you would need to consume hundreds of glasses a day. You can get the same antioxidants directly by eating grapes, berries, or
Okay.
peanuts without the damaging effects of alcohol. Um,
So it's like it's essentially the argument Grandma made when she was like, "This cake isn't unhealthy. There's eggs in it. What are you talking about?" It's that one. It's
And the bottom line here, health experts agree that you should not drink wine for the purpose of improving your health, while an occasional glass is generally fine for most healthy adults. It is a personal indulgence rather than a medical recommendation.
oh yeah. And as a personal indulgence, I do enjoy it from time to time. Just a
Yeah,
one
I
drink
mean,
kind
you
of.
don't
I've
gotta.
really grown out of the teenager consumption at this
Yeah,
point.
it's
But
not
man,
always whack, but it's mostly whack.
yeah, 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 and it's dangerous when you're a teenager as well. And you're well because we're talking about the how it increases our capacity for dumb decisions to
Mm-hmm.
be drunk. You're be another thing that increases one's capacity for dumb decisions is being a teenager,
Yeah, those
and
two
so
together, it's
it's
like a match made
not
in hell.
like I mean, it's no joke. Teenagers, like I was saying, they kill themselves by drinking too much
Yep.
from time to time. On total, like just on accident, just like they don't know any better. This is a vodka, and I'm gonna check it. There you go,
Yep.
dead. Um,
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
like,
and
and it's such a normalized, regular thing to just be at a drinking party and there's all of a sudden there's somebody just lying on the floor unconscious, and there's a fucking you need to call an ambulance and stuff.
Yeah.
I remember being at a big like anniversary for the my college back in Akureyri, and like you have a big get together there was on the first anniversary, on the fifth anniversary, on the 10th anniversary of your graduation, etc. And it was my fifth anniversary of graduation, I think, or the first, I don't remember that time. And no, it was the fifth. I wasn't present for the first because I was in Vietnam, getting fucked.
On balloons
uh,
and spinny
yeah,
alcohol weed mix.
absolutely going wild, just doing the wild teenage phase at 20. That's how I did. I was a good boy. I kept it all in until I was 20, and then I went wild. Yeah, where was I? Was I talking about?
You were talking about teenagers being stupid.
Right, on alcohol.
Yeah.
Um,
And that is a normalized thing.
yeah, yeah. I was at this anniversary, right? And then all of a sudden, there's this girl. I walk past this girl in the hallway. She just collapses on the floor. And she's just lying, like not breathing. And there's this whole chaos around it. You know, everybody goes into a panic, just like shit. Is she dying? Did she just overdose on something? Did she just drink too much or whatever? And it was just alcohol. You know, she just
Yep.
passed out from too much alcohol.
Yep.
And they had to call an ambulance, and there were people, super worried, sitting by her side, waiting for the ambulance, and then everybody just went on with the party like nothing
Yeah.
happened when she.
Yeah. This kind of
It's
shit,
like,
this used to drive me
what?
insane as a teenager. Like when I started to notice, like, why don't we speak of alcohol as a drug? It's
Yeah, this is
totally a
really
drug.
dumb.
And the phrase drugs and alcohol, it's somehow a separate category. It's a drug. You're just used
Yeah,
to it. Imagine if this had happened to this girl, if she'd taken like an MDMA pill.
exactly.
Like
Everybody
people would
would
have
have
been
been
saying,
like,
like, look how
"Jeez."
dangerous this is,
Yeah,
and all
it's a,
that
it's a,
stuff.
that's the filter. It's a filter.
Yeah. Yeah,
People.
it's just we're just used to it. Yeah, this happens, and it does
Yeah.
happen. It is a collateral damage of living in a
Greta
free
damage.
society when people can are allowed to drink, and so people are
Yeah.
making stupid decisions, and we can try to educate people better, but it doesn't really work to ban it.
Mm-mm.
We've tried that in the
Yeah.
past, so
Yeah, and people
it's
seem to resonate with the frequency of it as well, you know. So certain,
yeah,
I mean, there's something about it that just resonates with the level of consciousness that is most prevalent in human society today. I
right.
feel, there is a lot of darkness and shadow still being shaken out. There's a
Yeah,
lot of work left to do, and it's kind of, I think it's just kind of vibrating, resonating with the pain body of humanity to a
sure.
very large extent. I mean, I
Mhm.
think that's why it's still accepted, and we keep,
I mean, it's
uh,
so good for escapism.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
one of the most effective ones for like just totally tuning out of whatever
But
painful
then you
situation
always
you're in.
have to pay the next day.
Yeah.
So hard. It's
Hmm.
just a recipe for suffering. It's
Yeah.
absolute. It's a deal with the devil. You can
Yeah.
only lose.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm reminded of something from Terence McKenna when he was talking about TV and he was saying if there was a drug that was affecting people in the same way as TV is, where they're just curled up for hours
Oh
in a
yeah.
larval state, not moving. If there was a drug that was creating all those effects, like there would be hysteria about it. Like this is
Oh yeah.
so dangerous. Look at the societal harms of this.
Oh
People
yeah.
are just incapacitated for hours.
Lazy
Uh,
as shit.
and this is where this whole the label of drug it's so reductive because it's why is it not a drug? Why is the phone not a drug? Why does a drug have to be something that you take into your body and it goes into your bloodstream and whatever? Like why when you're on your phone it is altering your brain chemistry. It is creating a dopamine
Right. Yeah,
release.
man. That's
It's a
another.
drug. Why do you have to
s-
put it in your mouth? You know?
Like exactly anything that comes into your experience, into your conscious experience, does alter the nature of your experience. So it's like, where do you draw the line for what is a
Mm-hmm.
drug? Like just the fact that an object appears in front of me is a change in the content in the
Mm-hmm.
content of my consciousness.
Then it varies just
Mm.
how like effectively it alters your state, and the ones that alter our state are the ones we usually, in a pleasant manner, are engaging with. But it's just so weird and arbitrary that certain things have been, and it's not arbitrary. There's a deep reason why I think certain things have been labeled as bad drugs, and other things are just, hey, it's just some people on alcohol end up collapsing on the floor. It's just, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, this is
You
how
know?
it is. It's the acceptable losses military term.
Yeah. Right.
Well, anyway, I think we'll call it there
Sounds
for
good.
now. Hey, 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 where you going? Where you going? We gotta, where you go? We got topless Hewks over here. You
You
gotta
know
you
how
gotta
it
take him
goes.
in for a second. He's
I was just
changed
working out,
outfits
you know?
just for the outro special surprise for
Yeah.
you, my friend. And likewise, do I have a surprise for you? Just like Hewks over here, I'm gonna share with you my song. At the end of this episode, Birch, it's called. And it's a song that I wrote. Actually, wait, let me listen in on what Hughes has to say about this song first. What was your first impression? We just listened to it like we always do before the outro.
The first thing I noticed was the free bird influence.
Hmm. You mean the blackbird?
Yeah, I'm messing with you.
Okay. I'm Zen, dude. You can't mess with me. Or
Yeah,
I've
the
turned German,
Beatles.
perhaps. I just
Yeah,
immediate
right,
can't take a joke.
right. Uh, yeah, I noticed the Blackbird influenced the Beatles,
Free
and
bird.
loved the artwork. Was reflecting on the lyrics a bit, and then I noticed,
Mm.
wait, this sounds like Dennis Leary's asshole.
Does it though? Like,
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
totally does. I mean, it's the same chord progression, it's a little faster. So I
yeah.
went and I listened to Dennis Leary's song, and then I had to come back and listen to Birch again to refresh. And then that time around, I just heard, I'm an asshole,
I'm an
do, do,
asshole.
do.
What's a good chord progression?
It is, yeah.
One flat seven, six flat six. So
It is, yeah. It's classic. Did you
major
know Dennis
reminder.
Leary's asshole song
No,
before now?
no,
Oh,
no.
really? Okay, I grew up on
First,
this shit.
so Hughes listened to this song and then he immediately sent me this interesting piece of music we just listened to right now.
Yeah.
Asshole. It's got such bars dropped as are we allowed to say these
Yeah,
things on the show? Is this
go for
because
it.
sometimes I park in the handicapped spaces while the handicapped folks make handicapped faces.
Yeah,
I'm an asshole.
it's a good song.
Pretty good. Anyway, that's not the one we're talking about. What did you think about Birch, though? We'll get into that one. What did you think about the lyrics? Did
Um,
you get any impression from them? What they might be about?
Probably some hopeless romantic type stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, but not a girl this time is the interesting part.
Oh,
It's not even it's an inanimate object.
oh shit!
Except
I thought you were gonna come out the closet right now.
no, no. Oh yeah, I didn't even realize how gay that sounded. Oh well. No, it's not what I'm still very much straight and always have been, but no, this one's for a
Well,
house.
apparently it's objects now as well.
Yeah, yeah, but no, I want to be clear
Is
that the not
is
we're not
there?
talking sexual romantic
Wait,
feelings here. We're talking purely hopeless romantic,
I'm
reminiscing of
checking
the
if there's a
past
name.
kind of
You're
vibes.
you're an objectophile.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Ninja Sex Party song. Oh, oh God, they made a song about having sex with all with objects all the time.
All of this
Anyway,
stuff exists. You have people, making love to their cars and making love to nature, which I get. I've kind of done that, to be fair.
extremely interesting. Yeah, I
Yeah, not
mean,
the
yeah,
cars, but yeah, nature. Yeah. I mean, you never know until you try, you know?
true. Well, anyway, this song is about none of that. It's just
Well, a
It's
house.
just a song about an old summer vacation house that my grandparents used to have. Some
Ah,
very happy childhood memories from there. So that's what that one's about, and kind
nice.
of a return to childhood in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Childhood
Ah,
innocence in a sense.
so was there like were there a lot of birch trees around it?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's where the name
that's
came
so.
from. It's a very
Yeah,
common thing in Iceland.
maybe the most common tree, that or the pine.
Yeah, those two for sure. There
Yeah.
was a birch forest around this little summer house that has since been sold out of the family.
Where
It
was it located?
was in just near Grenivík,
Hmm.
which is
Don't know where it is.
uh, well, it's on the other side of the fjord from my hometown Akureyri, all the
Right.
way up north, almost on the northernmost edge of that kind of middle
Hmm.
section of Iceland. Um, yeah, and we went there and I remember playing games with my cousins and going to the swing, going to a little playground, and we'd run around in the birch forest. And I was very sad when that house left the family. So
Well, yeah, I can imagine.
wrote a song. Yeah, it
You
was like
do bond with the places,
it
not
was,
just the
and
house, the environment as well, you
it was
know?
such an adventure environment too. It's almost like that movie. There was a movie. It was a great movie. It came out a few years ago. Got great critical acclaim. I'm blacking out on the name right now. Into the like what the wild things, where the wild things are. Was that the name of the movie? Can somebody fact check me on this? Anyway, it's about this uh, it's about how much a child can imagine in their environment. I think it's where the
Right.
wild things are, or where the wild things live. If you're googling this right now, it's
I mean, that's a movie from 2009.
probably the one. So
Oh,
anyway, like it doesn't really matter. Point I'm making is, it's a movie about how, or partially about how much meaning children can read into their environment and how playful they can get with stuff. Like that tree is like the elf tree. That's the where the elves live, and that stone over there. Better watch out for that stone because there's a giant monster that lives underneath that rock, and we got to stay away from there. All those types of things. And we had all these stories, me and my cousins over there in the surrounding area,
hmm.
and all these adventures. And it was such an adventure house as well. Like a two-story faded wooden house with a big wood storage for firewood. Like a
Hmm.
big old firewood storage. And it lent the place such an antique smell, and there were mice everywhere eating up all the pillows and stuff. So that's why it was eventually sold. Anyway, yeah,
Ah,
I
yeah.
guess if if you don't have anything else to say about the song,
I
then
mean, I really enjoyed the harmonies and the violins.
it was funny listening to that back now. I was so proud of this when I made it, and now listening back, I'm like, this is like passable.
The violins?
Like everything, basically, like the whole production, the arrangement,
I thought the
the
production and
vocals.
arrangement is pretty damn good.
Thank you, thank you.
But
Yeah, I mean, I was
the
very happy with
tendency
this at the time.
tendency can be to be overly critical of your own
And I mean,
stuff.
and I have grown. I would do it better now. It's not like that was bad. It was the best I could do at the time, and I was really happy with the result then. But like
Mhm.
listening back to it now, I'm like, there's a few things I would have done differently, probably. And it just the overall performance of it would have been a little tighter, a little more
Mhm.
professional as well. Like I can hear that this is a younger me creating this song.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I could hear as well, but I don't think it was as pronounced to me as it was for you. You probably notice
Yeah. Yeah,
more.
I notice a lot. I don't see it as a bad thing. I just see it
No,
as growth. This isn't self-criticism or judgment at all. It's more like an acknowledgement that
it's like an old
I've
tattoo
made
you got
progress.
when you were 18, and you're like, well,
Yeah.
I wouldn't get this tattoo now, but you know.
But man, I thought it was the shit back then. That's precisely the vibe. And I think a lot of people, a lot of musicians get into self-criticism in precisely
Yeah.
this vein of thought,
I
with
think
like,
a level of it is good, like being having really high standards for
yeah, and
your own
wanting to be
stuff.
good at something and be realistic with yourself is
Hmm.
important.
Yeah.
Because if you go all the way in the other direction, it's all just like, oh, I just want to do it by feeling, man. Whatever. This is an E flat pentatonic. I don't know. Play a D flat, B D pentatonic, whatever.
Yeah.
This is, you gotta have that kind of drive to get good at stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of people forget that, and they mistake, discipline for assholery sometimes.
Yeah.
When you come
Yeah,
on
yeah.
them, you're like, dude, you just
I'm
gotta
an
practice your
asshole.
scales for a second. Like, no, when you're just being real, it's like
Yeah.
you're not good at this right now. You need to do something about it if you want to do this well. And they're like,
Yeah.
oh, are you saying I'm bad? It's like, yeah, yes. At
You
this
suck.
thing, you are. Like,
Yeah. I mean, I remember how it went for me is that I made so much stuff when I started producing and I released maybe 1%. And that's when
yeah.
I go back, I'm relatively happy with everything that I released. But if I were to listen to all the stuff I made that didn't get released, my
Oh,
God.
yeah.
I was like,
It's a fine line, like the perfectionism. I've been thinking a lot about the perfectionism, because it's so present in every type of art
I got it.
creation, probably, actually. But I was going to say, in the context of jazz university, I'm doing my master's degree in jazz performance now on the electric bass. And, like, Jesus Christ, fuck me, dude. I mean, everybody all the time is just excusing themselves all the time after every solo.
Yeah.
Like, God, that was a terrible solo I just played. Man, that was horrible. We can't
Yeah.
release this. That was terrible. Everybody's
That's
just
going too far in
just
that direction.
complaining about everything all the time. It
Yeah.
sucks. It's like,
Yeah. I mean,
Jesus, you're
I
fucking
used to
university.
be.
You're a master's degree level play. It was amazing by anybody's standard, except for
Right.
your own. You know?
I think this is where a little bit of punk rock is a healthy, addition to the mixture. And this is what I'm doing, like on my the album that's coming out soon. Is like I used to be a hyper perfectionist. Now it's like, okay, I'm just gonna allow some of these things to sound rough and dirty and like
Yeah.
not as polished. And I'm enjoying it. And I think, sometimes people need to chill. It's not about
Yeah.
being a perfect
Totally.
player all the time. Just, you want to be good, but it's more important that you're delivering something impactful and
Yeah, you're having a good experience, and you're helping
right,
others
you're
have a
having a
good
good time.
experience. Because
Yeah, that's the main. And you can hear it when an artist is having a good time and when an artist is really occupied with not missing.
yeah,
Which quote
that's the
was it? I feel
worst.
like it's something that was wrongly attributed to Beethoven or Bach or something. It's like playing a wrong note is playing a wrong note is
Repetition legitimizes. Bach. No, just kidding.
uh,
With a jazz hat, sunglasses.
No, I think the quote was something like playing a wrong note is inconsequential, but playing without passion is inexcusable. Something along these
Amen.
lines, but I don't know who said it
Amen.
first, but
Except if you just played a C instead of a C sharp there, you're fucking dead, son. Welcome to the classical world.
yeah,
I can't
true.
believe this. Have you no respect for the greats?
Yeah.
Beethoven didn't write that for you to fuck it up.
Isn't on his grave right now.
Yeah, he's turning. Turning. Yeah, anyway, that's a good little conversation for covering the topic of perfectionism. Have fun, everybody. That's the most important thing. Do
Yeah,
stuff well, because doing stuff well is fun.
yeah,
Get good at stuff. That's also fun.
yeah.
And yeah, enjoy my song Birch about my old summer vacation home.
Hey there, old friend. I know it's been quite a while. I've traveled all over the states of euphoria, but it's come to an end. I miss your fun and I miss your smile. I hope we'll be back in the state of Gloria. But as I look cautiously over my shoulder, it seems as though you've also been growing older. Now don't get me wrong, I've been sentenced to love you. The blades to your flesh won't hurt more than time or two. Can you hear the yellow bird singing softly in the forest of your own home? Or feel the cold rain drop on your body and hurt? See the pictures in your head as you roll.